It's a howling gale out there. Quite like days like this because when you don't have to do anything outside, you can just snuggle up, light the fire, do your chores. I've got, I don't have any ironing to do because Granny did that yesterday, and I've just got to make a stew because we've got James and Rachel coming later. And I think Lizzie, my neighbour's, popping in for a cup of tea in between her sports fixture runs. Yeah, I think hopefully we'll manage to watch a film today. And if I start talking, Margot starts dancing. What are you doing? She was twirling. I was going to try and catch her, but I missed the boat. Now she's breakdancing against the side of the mattress. Actually slept really, really well yesterday. Felt slightly like a student. I slept really well last night. I was so tired last night and very, very crabby. Very crabby. Toby and I are getting on each other's wick at the moment. You go through phases like that in a marriage, don't you? Where sometimes it's just plain sailing and easy, and then other times you're in a grump. And what I've noticed over the past 18 years that we've been together is that I'm the barometer. If I'm low, he falls low. If I'm high, he pulls up. So when I'm feeling grotty, unfortunately, it isn't in his character type to kind of love me out of it. Instead, he just gets a bit anxious and crabby back with me. So we end up just a little bit spatty. But it's fine, it'll work itself out, always does. So, let me think. Don't know if I've got anything else to report. Got to cook a stew, like I said. We're going to have Yorkshire puddings with it because it's Sunday and the children love them. And going to carry on knitting my sweater. I'm about an inch below the armpit now, so it's looking good. And weirdly, now that there's no increases to pay any attention to, not that there were very many, only about 5, I feel like I'm just zooming. It's definitely a psychological thing. I've had a few requests to look around the camper van that Toby's got. He got it second hand, third, fourth, fifth hand, or whatever it is, in January, but it's hardly used by the looks of it. So I will show you around, but it's nothing fancy. It's amazing how they fit everything in. It's brilliant. And also, some people have said, what is this barn that you're talking about? When we bought the house, it had this barny shed thing. It was basically a garage, but it was a very old building, completely dilapidated. And over the years, it's got worse. It got to the point where, because it is sort of a semi-detached with our neighbours' barn conversions, got to the point where we really needed to deal with it. So we thought now is the time to do it up and make it a really usable area. And with ageing parents and Bill in mind, we've decided to make it into, it's a very dinky, like a 1-bedroom apartment flat. It's not a studio flat because it's not completely open plan. It's going to have a small kitchenette and living room area. It's got a shower room with a washing machine cupboard, and then a bedroom. There's a toilet in the shower room, and then a bedroom with a wardrobe. So we're trying to do it in a very traditional look so that we don't ever need to really touch it again. But with Brexit and COVID and supply chain issues and prices of everything going up, it's been stressy. You see, there's stuff that goes on, obviously, with anybody in any life where you never get to see the full picture. So there's all sorts of things going on that I just don't talk about here because I don't want to give it any airtime. But if ever I seem like I'm getting a bit pathetic and ratty over the smallest things, usually that's just where the frustrations get directed. It's not actually the thing that is upsetting or distressing or annoying or stressful. And sometimes it might be an issue I've got with Bill. Sometimes it's with building. Sometimes it's with all sorts of stuff. Just stuff.